Hey guys, welcome back. So, I don't typically film in the truck, but the wind is blowing at about, I don't know, 30, 40 miles an hour. It's stupid. Those of you that follow me on Instagram know that I just spent a couple days in Denver. Today's Friday, right? Yes, Friday the 14th of January. You know that I just spent a couple days in Denver hanging out with our couple guys from the Denver chapter. Had a great time as always. And now I'm picking up a friend of mine from the airport here. I'm in the cell phone lot at the Denver airport, and we're gonna go spend a weekend with a few other people, just hang out, have a good time, a little bit of rest and relaxation. And like I said in both Instagram and Facebook, whichever group you're following, or both, if neither, fix that. After this weekend, it's back at it hard. Time to get going. So, I'll probably sneak away during the weekend getaway and finish filming this video for you guys. As you saw by the title, you know what we're about to talk about. I'm going to finish getting the truck ready because typically there's not two people in the truck, right? So finish getting everything moved around and room for him and his luggage. And, well, yeah, I'm going to get after that and then go pick him up, and I'll see you guys at our undisclosed location. Well, that'll probably be the next time that I film. So for now, here's that intro. Alright, so if you follow me on Instagram, that scene will look familiar. Just dropped this trailer. Well, in the process of dropping. Here in Boise, just a few miles from my house. Gonna get a little bit of love done on the streetwalker. She's in need of a little maintenance. I'll probably throw that up on Instagram or something. I don't know. Anyway. Sorry for that rough editing on that last clip, but some of the stuff I was trying to say didn't quite come out right. And I've got a big surprise for myself that I've been waiting on since September, sitting at home. And, well, you guys will get to see that in the next clip. And it'll make sense then. Anyway, I'm going to go finish getting this checked in. And I'll see you in just a bit. Okay, so after the last clip, where I was dropping that trailer off, I went to the local Les Schwab, new set of tires on the front, and I don't know for sure. I lost the paperwork, but I think I got somewhere around 150-ish thousand miles out of those tires. Now, granted, they spent their whole lives on the front. They were never a drive. They were only steer. But still, that's good. I did, however, decide that at 368,000 miles, factory shocks were done. You could feel it in the front. So, went ahead, got that taken care of. Got new shocks on. Got home, and maybe you've noticed the camera's different. Finally got my new phone that I ordered in September. It's January. So there's that. Anyway, so I got the new phone. Hopefully you guys notice a visual difference. Well, after I got the tires, I went and grabbed that trailer from our yard here. And tomorrow morning, I'm zipping south. My 34 will be up, and it'll be time to... Oh, excuse me. It'll be time to go get get back to work. I'm sorry. I had a heck of a night last night. So, got here, went to go to T-Mobile because for whatever reason, that's the phone carrier we use. Anyway, went to go swap this phone, get it activated, and the shifter on the Viper truck decided it was done shifting. And, well, I left the truck it's down there at the store. And having had a busy couple weeks and wanting to spend some time with the guys in the club that I haven't got to see them in a while, went out to the bar. Feeling great this morning. Really glad I'm in the middle of a 34. Anyway, so I got a tow truck going to get that. He should be here any minute, so that's awesome. And I wanted to kind of readdress that part that I had to, remember I told you I had to cut something out because I didn't really like the way it turned out. Well, essentially the moral of the story, the key there is communication. You know, I'm not sure who all can do what, like whatever, as far as what the dispatchers can and can't do, but communicate with your dispatcher. You know, earlier I talked about having a realistic expectation. You know, don't expect that you're gonna get that perfect trip every time. You know, for the third time now, I've only had 3 of those in my 2.5 years, and 2 of those were ELD loads. So, yeah. And then communicate. You know, every time I'm taking time off, do I have to let my dispatcher know? No, but I do. Hey, I'm taking off from this date to this date. Okay, appreciate it. You know, hey, I'm planning to go over here, and then I'm gonna come back here, and I'll run hard for you again. You know, just like right now, I took most of January off. I've only done a few trailers in January because I was out having fun. I've been doing my own thing, and I kind of needed some personal time because of a bunch of stuff going on that we'll address later in a much later video. But I needed some me time, and I took it, and I let my dispatcher know, hey, I'm gonna do this load. I want this load because it gets me where I want to be, and then I want this load because it gets me where I want to be, and I'm taking this much time off in between, yada yada yada. And she's okay, sounds great. Anyway, be realistic and communicate. Tell your intent. And like I said, this is information that I've gotten from dispatchers and drivers that have been doing this a while, and it's not every single thing that was brought up, but those 2 items kept coming up over and over and over and over and over and over. So I'd say there's probably something there. Anyway, also with this new phone, we have the potential of making a little bit better videos now, on top of the camera being better. Instead of a 64 gigabyte phone that had 48, 50-ish gigabytes full of apps, I had to be real careful what I used as far as, or how much I filmed for a video, and I had to constantly cut and edit and film and cut, and a lot of things ended up getting thrown away. Now I have a terabyte of storage, so I can film more, be more selective, so hopefully we start increasing the quality of these videos. Anyway, at this point I'm sure I've covered A, the time frame that I like to keep these videos, B, I know I've covered the information that I wanted to cover, and yeah, keep an eye on Reset channel if you're interested in that, because we are doing big work on the Harley. We finally have it back, as I showed you, and there's several parts sitting in the garage and my closet waiting to be installed. Just a matter of having time. And we're going to be doing some stuff with the Suburban in the not too distant future, I hope. Sounds like there's some type of part shortage, and well, we've all been experiencing that. It took me 4 months to get a phone, right? But that would be why I haven't heard back from the guy that's doing the drive shaft from when I broke that. So things are getting wild, and I'm hoping that here soon I'll be able to start cranking out better content on both channels for you guys, and I hope you've enjoyed. I feel like crap. I'm gonna go back inside, get ready to get back to work in the morning. As always, those of you on the roads, I wish you fair winds. So, went in and started editing up the video, and it turns out that when I got the new phone, I lost 2 video clips, which sucks because there was some really beautiful scenery, and I actually went in depth talking about the major point of this video. And I had Mac with me, so got some input from him on it as well, and now all of that is gone. So, what did we miss? Well, now I gotta try and pull it all back out of memory. The biggest thing was the excuse me, was the have realistic expectations, and I touched on that, and I thought that I made it was in the video, and then I just found out I didn't have that clip. So I had I had a few of the dispatchers say that, well, you know, I'll have my driver get a load from Indiana and they go to Washington or California or whatever, West Coast, and they want a load to get them back to Indiana. That's not gonna happen. I mean, I've had 3 of them. I had a California to Indiana. I had I had 2 Idaho to, one was to Indiana, one was to Kentucky, so close to Indiana. No, it wasn't Indiana, it was Wisconsin. So I had a Wisconsin, a Kentucky, and a Indiana. In 2.5 years, those are the only 3 I've got. So they're out there, but you ain't gonna see them very often. So, be realistic. You know, typically I can take off and I'll chain 7, 8, 9 loads, or however many, you know, maybe not that many, but I'll bounce around doing short loads with a little bit of deadhead in between, and chain together something that gets me close to Indiana. Some people don't want to run that way, some do. I don't know. You do you. And then, like I said earlier, communicate with your dispatcher. You know, and just because you communicate and you tell them your plan doesn't mean you're going to get what you want or what you need, whatever. But if you let them know what you're doing, what your intention is, it may or may not help the situation. And like I said earlier, those were kind of the 2 big things that were repeat answers from drivers that have been here a while and from the dispatchers that I talked to. Now, poor Suburban. This thing needs some work. Also, if you didn't see the video where that happened, that was neat. And that's also the video why it's down and hasn't moved in a couple months. So, yes. We do have some work to do on this. We've got some interior work to do. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. Yep, you can see that window. I've flexed and twisted the chassis, and that happened. The first trip we went on, this window was blown out, and there's been a few So there's some repair I gotta do. We'll get there. We'll get there. And I'm thinking about doing a couple other things. I don't know how much further I want to take that. Maybe a little bit. And then, like I said, I've got some big plans for the Harley, and that'll all be going onto the Reset channel. Anyway, I don't know how this video is going to end up being edited. I'll try and figure it out. The joys of switching phones mid-video. But I did notice better quality out of this camera, so that's awesome. And as I said before, going from 64 gigabytes of storage to a terabyte of storage is very helpful. And I do believe I just heard the tow truck air brakes, so I'm going to run through the garage with you. You can come with me. You can come with me. We'll see what we can get figured out here. But I definitely heard air brakes. Yep. There's the Viper truck. So I'm gonna get that taken care of, and tow truck driver's calling me. And yeah, so that's neat. All right, now for really, I'm in this video, and the plan was to clean the garage this weekend. Next time I'm home. Next time I'm home, we'll clean the garage. All right. Now for really this time, those of you on the roads, I wish you fair winds and following seas. Take care and have a great day.